What's up everyone, Timothy here, AKFC21, bring you the SABL Week 5 game against the Golden State Warriors. Or at least that's what I'm thinking at this point, but I know my opponent is having some trouble with her time, so they might have been taken over by someone during the battle, so yeah. I'm not gonna say this. My opponent is going to be the original opponent, or that they're gonna get replaced. But yeah, we'll see. Let's have a look at the team, because even if they get taken over, this is the team that I'll be facing. A lot of strong offensive Pokemon with Mega Gardevoir, Raging Bolt, Cornerstone, Delphox, Mienshao, Meowscarada and Stakataka. And even the Cramorant can be a hard-hitting opponent in the right setup. So yeah. Combining that with Gligar, Milotic, Stakataka and Mega Gardevoir as defensive Pokemon, this is a very annoying team to prep for. Looking at the team, I think these are the 6 Pokemon that are coming. I can definitely see Milotic coming, because that's an annoying Pokemon to prep for. Something I definitely do not expect is the Gligar. I've prepped enough for it, but I don't see Gligar being very strong into me, mainly because of my Snow Core, but you never know. Let's see what I will be bringing for this game. We started with Slowking the Chill Guy as a special wall. Interesting set. If I do say so myself, with max special defense, a lot of special attack investment and some HP investment, mainly so I can always live a Thunderbolt from a Raging Bolt, Ice Beam, Scald, Mud Sport and Chilly Reception. I can live any hit from any special attacker, but yeah, of course I'm gonna have trouble dealing with the Raging Bolt. So if I click Mud Sport, I ensure that their electric type damage only do a quarter damage of what they normally do. So yeah, that's my way of dealing with a Raging Bolt. Heavy duty boots, so I don't take any hazard damage, and Regenerator will keep me healthy more easily. Next up we have Frosty the Kyurem. A lot of speed investment, so I can basically outspeed everything after a skill shot, unless it's Scarfed of course. Icicle Spear and Skill Shot are getting 4 or 5 hits with the loaded dice item, but I'm not going to be a fully physical Pokemon. I am going to be a spread set with both Earth Power and Freeze Dry as special damage. Earth Power mainly there for the Stakataka, and Freeze Dry is great to use against Milotic, depending on if they are physical or special. But yeah, Kyurem hopefully can do some work again this week. Bisharp, yeah, basically a set that I've used almost every week that it's come. Max attack, max HP, some points in special defense, Adamant Nature, Defiant, Eviolite, Terra Fairy, because it works. Knockoff, Ironhead, Terra Blast and Stealth Rocks. Yeah, not much to say about that set. Yeah, this is just a tried and true set, and yeah, let's go to the next one. We bring Skyward for the first time this season as a setup variant. Max attack, 200 speed investment is fast enough with the Jolly Nature to outspeed everything. If I get 1 Dragon Dance up, I will be outspeeding everything, basically. Boots, so I do not get chipped by Stealth Rocks. And Unnerve, so my opponents can't use a damage reducing berry. Stone Edge, Earthquake, Dual Wing Beat as the attacking moveset, because it's very hard to find a Pokemon that can resist all 3, if not 2 of them, so yeah. Spyro the Cyclozar as my somewhat support, somewhat offensive Pokemon. Of course, it's fast enough to outspeed the Ogerpon Cornerstone, because that's the next fastest thing that Cyclosaur has to face. Max attack, and the final points go into HP, so Regenerator has a bit more to heal. Rapid Spin and U-Turn are regular moves for Cyclosaur, but I do bring Double Edge and Power Whip on my Cyclosaur. Double Edge is there to deal big damage, and because this thing outspeeds Mega Gardevoir, I can revenge kill Mega Gardevoir from about 60 to 80%. Which is amazing to think about it. And I also rock Power Whip, so I can deal with a special defensive Milotic. And last but not least, we can of course not forget about Muk, Slime Shady. Max Fizz Def with Impish Nature, because besides Mega Gardevoir, which I do not want to stay in it for, because I do have, for example, my Slowking and Bisharp. This thing can handle most special attackers. Poison Jab with Drain Punch, Ice Punch and Toxic Spikes. Again, Ice Punch, so I do have some coverage for the Gligar. Poison Jab for poison and stab damage, and Drain Punch for healing. T-Spikes to whittle down my opponent with the Toxic, and Sticky Hold, so I cannot get knocked off my Black Sludge, so I can keep myself pretty healthy. So these are the 6 Pokemon that I'm going to bring this week. Yeah, let's jump into the battle with my opponent. Again, I do not know which it's going to be, but you will be seeing in a second. So here we are with Laps. Like I said in the intro, he took over for my previous opponent, and we do see a Gligar here. Interesting for sure. I do have Spyro luckily, so I'm not really worried about getting hazard stacked. What would his lead be? I can see a Gligar lead into me. I can see a Mienshao lead into me. I think I want to start off with Slime Shady. Muk against Mienshao Scarf. And if he is Bandit, actually that's very fine to me. We start off with Muk. Defog on their side is Gligar. Let's see. Gligar. Ice Punch does do around the same amount of damage against than as Earthquake does. So, do I want to fire it off right away? Do I want to get a layer of T-Spikes up? I'm just gonna click Ice Punch. Because I learned Gligar does not get roosts. Apparently, I did not know that until not all that long ago. So yeah, all damage on Gligar should be pretty much permanent. If he switches, it's probably into Mega Gardevoir. You know what? I'm setting up T-Spikes. Gligar without investment can't OHKO, and with max attack, yeah, it does do a lot. T-Spikes, that's completely fine because I am also clicking T-Spikes. Do we both get 2 layers up? No, he goes for his rocks. Okay. Does he go for regular spikes now? Earthquake 43. 38. 43. Gligar against Muk. My Ice Punch did around 38, so I probably had a low roll against this high roll. or if he is max mid-roll against his high roll. I have, if I swap out on the Earthquake into Cyclizar, I can take that. I did put AV on that. Could also go into Cloaking. Oh, Slowking. Oh. Let's see. Slowking doesn't take all that much. Arrow doesn't do that much. Bisharp. Takes perma damage, so I don't like that. I think I'm going into Slowking. Another layer of T-Spikes. He is probably going to switch out. So I'm going to Chili. Am I? I guess I am. Even if he U-turns, U-turn doesn't do all that much into Slowking. At least not enough to... Don't let me go up to full health with my regenerator. Milo. Spyro. And no direct Marvel skill. Okay. Let's see. Cyclizar against Milotic. How much does Ice Beam do? Chunk. First I spin because I want these hazards gone. And spin should do about 15%, so that's nice chip. But no Marvel skill, that's interesting, honestly. If he's Q-Charm, that's just toxic. He's boots, by the way. Heavy duty boots. Oh, big crit, sorry bro. Flip turn, that's fine. I should be able to outspeed. Gligar comes in. Next turn I take 18. I don't have knock off on this. Could go into Kyurem. Yes. Bruce, that's completely fine. Now I have Kyurem in against Gligar. Kyurem against Gligar. Icicle Spear is always a kill against a Max Fist Def. Oh, that's still a used big chance. Could also go for Skill Shot, so I can outspeed Mienshao and Gardevoir. But I think just roll damage at this point should be best, so I can pressure Gligar into switching out now. I still do damage, I mean, except for Milotic, everything takes at least neutral from Icicle Spear. So Frosty is going to put in some work now. Either by killing Gligar or by chunking something else. Because even against Tekka... Oh. I mean, chip is chip. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5 hits. No Air Balloon. So Earth Power is a kill. if he is Terra fighting. Yeah, I probably want to scout for Terra here, because both Stakataka and Mianxiao are possible Terra captains. By the way, no BS Karada means Arrow can go nuts after Raging Bolt is gone. Mainly the Raging Bolt gone because... Oh, Toxic. That's toxic, dude. He is most likely... whatchamacallit? Boots. No, Shuka. That's the word I was looking for. Shukaberry. He underspeeds me, though. I'm scolding. 9%, no burn. Chili out. Let's see, scalded 9 into my low tick. So that implies he is Fizz Death. Because, well, clean 9, maybe a little bit of... could also be max Fizz special defense. Great. Freeze Dry Curum. Not all that great. If Fizz special defensive is Fizz Death, a little bit better. Could also get my rocks up now. Or just knock off. Milo against Unterrestrialized Bisharp. I mean, Skull is always going to be annoying, so... Stealth works. Break a possible sash on something. Don't think anything is sashed though. But still, annoying team so far. Not much progress is being made. I mean, I know the entire set of Gligar. Gligar has a hard time dealing with Bisharp. And I want to stay this typing. Do I? Yeah, as long as Stakataka is around. I think it's better to stay this typing. Unless, of course, Mianxiao suddenly switches in. I guess against Mega Gardevoir doesn't make much difference if I terrestrialize or not. So yeah, I think I am probably gonna stay unterrestrialized until those two are gone. Oh damn. If anyone also is noticing something different in my voice, it's because my nose is completely full. So, yeah. Stuffed nose. Great. So, this thing doesn't have defog. I don't think anything else on this team gets removal, so with this thing having boots, if I can knock off afterwards or next, that would be great. Gligar's Earthquake is a bit annoying, but I can knock off its Eviolite, and after that, smooth sailing against this, because Eviolite is what keeps it alive mainly. So I haven't seen anything of the top 3
in yet. Well, I have had almost everything in except Arrow. Yeah. Chill Guy is at full. This is Flipter, that's fine. 8%. Mian Xiao comes in. I am going to hard switch into Chill Guy, I think. Mian Xiao. Okay, if I now go for Terra, I do take this thing out, unless he trustlesses as well. Well, if I go out into Slowking, ooh, that's from Scarf. Arrow doesn't take a CC all that well. Muck is my best answer here. CC 25. I didn't see any damage extra. Maybe he is black belt. 25 clean, so that's not it. Something like a muscle band could have done that. I'm gonna heal off some damage because at -1 I regain a bit of health, so that's nice. Gligar 5%. Well, I am healing, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to regain their hazards. Let's see. Yep. Rapid spin. Seems like they have a bit of connectivity issues that I used to have, but since we have better Wi-Fi, or at least not better Wi-Fi, but anything resembling Wi-Fi. U-turn. How much is Gligar's EQ do to Kyurem? Not all that much, and I know he doesn't have... Yeah, I see this as a free switch to Kyurem. Stealth Rocks, fine. I don't think he dare staying in. Yes, got the read. Shuka, called it, 50%. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Not Shuka's, Taka. Taka with a Shuka. He's now at 29, so he doesn't have an item. If he trustlesses into a fighting type, Earth Power is a roll. Freeze Dry isn't. What were his terror typings? I'm just quickly gonna have a look-see. Snorunt, Battle, Army, let's see. Sorry for all the sudden brightness. There we go. Stakataka, Flying, Fighting, Steel. Steel. I just don't know what his terror type is gonna be. So, as long as I do not know that, I mean, I need Kyurem in this game too much, I've only seen Toxic, so we go into base sharp. Milo. Now we knock off. Last time he outsped me, I wanna say. Flip turn Milo, stealth rocks, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take an item, hopefully. Nope, I'm just gonna do a huge amount of damage. If he is Terra fighting, let's see, Bishop without an item knockoff would do 70%. So this is more like a max fist death, right? So if he terrestrializes, oh, this is pure steel. If he becomes a fighting type, I should still KO with knockoff, but I don't think he wants to save this, so yeah. First kill, let's go. Only took me 21 turns. But Stack Attacker is gone. Mian Xiao comes in. Last time he clicked CC. Can we get rid of the Mian Xiao as well? Let's go. Now we are making progress. And right, also we have a big problem now for Raging Bolt, which is great. Only downside is I can now get Toxic, but he only can do it with the T-Spikes, it seems like, so... Cool. Let's see. Milo. God of War. Mega God of War. Hyper Voice is killing me. How much is it do to a muck? Not all that much. Can arrow just straight up kill? He cannot. He needs chip. Okay, think. Slowking. Can at least take one. And give me a clean switch into Spyro. And Cyclozar on can click double edge into this. Seems to be a plan. Hyper Voice 45. Should be able to live another. Right. Yes. And at 82%, he's going down even further. Cyclozar is taking it out. Because of double edge. And the only thing that wants to take it is Gligar. Oh, let's go! Spyro, you hero. Yeah, that's the downside of Mega God of War, I think. Rapid Spin. See if I can get rid of rocks. I cannot. Oh, that thing is scarfed. That is good information. Scarfed Raging Bolt. He doesn't want to lose item on any of the 3 Pokemon he has, so knock off. Cyclozar, you did amazing. Wish I gave you boots, but yeah. In the end, it is what it is, right? I have a free knockoff at this point in time, so I'm gonna click it. and either Gligar is gonna get rid of its Eviolite, recover fails, big damage, 55%. So 55% into a Milotic from Bishop, 55. Yeah, that's a special Milotic. Terra Blast deals decent damage. So yeah, let's Terra Blast, I guess, because with Terra Blast I can recover his I can make sure he gets rid of his recovers. So he has to click. For now, I think he's gonna flip turn because yeah, recover. PP stalling is recover. I'm defiant. If I was pressure, did pressure work against recover? Bro, you had a matchup with recover last week. Come on. But yeah, me PP stalling his recovers is pretty decent at this point. Scald. I don't have Sucker. That's annoying. Knock off. 38. Terra Blast. Keep it down. I think Muck wouldn't be such a bad idea. On the other hand, Bishop is slower than everything, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna PP stall that recover out, and if he wants to kill me I can revenge kill this pretty easily. One more recover. Okay, 27. Cure him. Yep. Gets a kill there. Nothing wants to take a freeze dry here, so let's go. Bishop also did pretty dang well, honestly. Cure him takes Milo. Raging Bolt switches in, takes Chip. We go out into Slime Shady, I think. Draco. Raging Bolt. Scarf. -2. Draco Meteor against Arrow. Gligar. I haven't been able to knock off the Gligar. That's annoying at this point. Muck. Also gone. How much does Slowking take from that? Not enough to really threaten me, so... we click Ice Beam here every day. Oh. No. Stay there. Yeah, Draco Meteor isn't going to do enough to kill me. So... Ice Beam... into Arrow should be enough to take this out, and that leaves Cure him in a 1v1 with Gligar, and that 1v1 is something I should be able to win. Or he switches out, I sack Arrow to see what he wants to go for, and go for either, yeah, I think that's the best course of action, because Gligar was Fist Def, so that is definitely going down to an Ice Beam. Even without any investment from me, it should be able to go down. There, down goes the Gligar. And Raging Bolt. Let's see what he wants to lock into. I mean, Arrow's going down. Bro, I had big plans for Aerodactyl, but yeah, that thing is going down without doing anything. It's kind of sad though, really. I mean, Arrow hasn't been coming to any game so far, and in the game it did came, it just goes down to a T-Bolt. And T-Bolt should not be strong enough to take Kyurem out. Raging Bolt. Scarf, yeah, that's about 26% damage, so yep. That should be GG. Only thing is Icicle Spear is 100, so that should be doing more. And there we go, 2-0. Strong game. And GG's of course to Labs. Yeah, good luck with rebuilding this team. It was already a very annoying team to build against, so you already have some amazing pieces. Good luck with rebuilding it, and maybe we can have a another game in playoffs. We'll see. But we are looking very good. Just a single loss so far this season, going 5-1, I believe. 4 or 5-1, at least. Pretty good. Let's hope we can keep this form going into playoffs, but that leaves me with just a thank you for watching, hope you have a good one, and see you all next week. Bye.